You got pennant fever breaking out all over the place.
It's not only in the big leagues, even though the big league Rangers doesn't look like they're going to be involved in any pennant races soon. Back here, the Charlotte Rangers are. Yeah, they were Florida State League champions a year ago, but the Charlotte Rangers are in a dogfight to even make the playoffs this year. Tom Tidy's at the ballpark where the Rangers are getting ready to take on the St. Lucie Mets. Tom, how do they look?
Ken, the dogfight is right. You know, it's different this year than last year in the Florida State League playoffs. There are no wild card teams. So what you have is a winner from the first half and a winner of the second half automatically make it into the Florida State League playoffs. The two other teams that make it in will have the overall best record, if that's understandable. Now, Charlotte finished 44-22 in the first half, and right now in the second half, they have 2 wins and 3 losses. So they have their work cut out for them to make the Florida State League playoffs this year if they are going to repeat as champions. Of course, Dunedin, a hot team in the first half, just dominated, winning the first half title. Now, as you mentioned tonight, they're playing the St. Lucie Mets. And there's a player there, might be another Bo Jackson, maybe a Deion Sanders. In the outfield for St. Lucie is DJ Dozier, and there's Dozier playing for the Minnesota Vikings. And you remember DJ playing with Penn State, helped him win the national championship in 1986 as they beat Miami. He was a first-round draft pick by the Vikings, and now he is playing single-A baseball. Whether he will turn out to be another Bo Jackson or a Deion Sanders is another story, but with the acquisition of Herschel Walker last year, I guess DJ is looking for another route, a line of work possibly. You never know when the time is up in professional sports. DJ trying baseball. We're going to have we'll talk to him later on today, and you'll hear that tonight at 11 o'clock. Ken?
All right, Tom. Thanks, and good luck to the Rangers as they go for that second half Western Division title. Now, in Major League news, the Atlanta Braves, who haven't known any place but last place the past few years, fired their manager Russ Nixon today and replaced him with their general manager Bobby Cox. Now, Cox is no stranger to the dugout. He was the Braves skipper from 1978 to 81 and managed the Blue Jays from 82 to 85 before becoming Atlanta's GM. Cox made the decision himself this morning, and it didn't take a genius to do it. Since Nixon took over the team in 88, the Braves had finished last twice, and they're in the basement again this season. On the field today, the Cardinals and Cubs opened a 3-game set in front of a packed house at Wrigley Field, and the Redbirds broke right out of the gate. Pedro Guerrero thumped this pitch into the bleachers in left for a home run. Nice catch by that guy. The Cardinals were up 1-zip, but you know, buddy, at Wrigley, you got to throw it back. Yeah, throw it back. They had a 43-minute rain delay in this one. Now they are in the 9th inning with the Cardinals leading 5-0. Well, the Miami Heat hopes a step down in the draft this year will mean a leap upward in the standings next year. Today, the Heat traded its first choice, the number 3 pick in next Wednesday's draft, to Denver for the Nuggets' number 9 and number 15 picks in the first round. Now, Heat management figures this year's draft is deep enough they can still pick up a couple of building block players with those 9th and 15th choices. Incidentally, today, Georgetown coach John Thompson turned down an offer to become the Nuggets' new general manager. Thompson says he's going to stay with the Hoyas. Now, you know, every boxer dreams of a shot at the title, and a local fighter will get that shot next Saturday night right here in his hometown. Johnny Malibu Gutierrez will be looking to add the Southern States Boxing Association junior middleweight title to his collection. He already owns the Florida State Championship belt, and he'll take a record of 22-3-1 into the Lee Civic Center against Sam Rivera, who's 25-5 with 15 knockouts. For Malibu, this is do or die, one chance at the big time.
I feel you get one chance to make it. You know, once you're there, you can't look back. You know, you don't have to make the excuses. A winner makes no excuses. You don't have to say I could have, I should have, I would have. You know, it's showtime. You do it then, you do it now. You need no excuses.
Now, Malibu's fight will be one of 7 bouts on next Saturday night's card at the Civic Center. The fighters will be sparring from now till next Thursday at the Sheraton Harbor Place in downtown Fort Myers. Malibu's not going to be the only local fighter on the card. Pat Donnelly of Fort Myers will also be there. Next Saturday night at the Civic Center should be a pretty good bout. Angelo Dundee, who you may remember, has trained quite a few champions himself.
Legend in his own
He will be in town. He's bringing a couple of his new Alis, perhaps, a couple of new prospects from his fight camp, so it should be a good night of boxing.
All right, Ken, thanks a lot.